Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Morning San Francisco. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Tuesday, October 7th. You'll be interested to know 1,112 years ago, today in 1413, Uppsala University was inaugurated after receiving its corporate rights from Pope Sixtus IV, marking a shining milestone in human learning and scholarly progress. This momentous event in the city of Uppsala, Sweden, celebrates the founding of one of the world's oldest seats of higher education, inspiring generations of thinkers, explorers, and innovators. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Tuesday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking clean with 3+ feet waves. Conditions hold steady through the morning before dropping to 2 to 3+ feet by noon. Winds are offshore at 5 miles per hour early, shifting to sideshore at 2 miles per hour by noon. Best time to ride is at 11 a.m. with a 6-foot high tide, when the west-northwest swell is 2.5 feet at 12 seconds, and the offshore wind is 2 miles per hour. The first high tide on Tuesday will be 6.5 feet at noon, followed by a 1/2-foot low tide at 6:15. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 62 degrees for the water temperature. Choppy conditions persist with waves ranging from 2 to 4 feet on Wednesday, driven by southwest winds up to 16 miles per hour. Thursday sees similar sizes but improves slightly to fair conditions in the morning before shifting back to choppy. Friday offers cleaner faces with waves from 2 to 4 feet, making it the most favorable day of the period, despite some choppiness later on. This morning, it's mostly sunny, and it feels like 62 degrees, with 7 miles per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 6:43, and it will rise again tomorrow at 7:12. Looking ahead in the weather. Wednesday will be partly sunny with a high near 64 and a south-southwest wind of 13 to 16 miles per hour, gusting to 21. A mostly cloudy night will be around 58, then Thursday turns mostly sunny with a high near 61 and a chance of rain late Thursday night into early Friday morning that may linger through Friday and Saturday morning with lows in the mid-50s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, the trial of Zoe Rosenberg, a 23-year-old recent University of California, Berkeley graduate, began in Sonoma County, raising questions about the intersection of intention and the law. Rosenberg faces up to 5.5 years in prison for taking 4 chickens valued at around $24 from a poultry processing facility in Petaluma in June 2023. Her defense asserts that her actions were compelled by a desire to highlight inhumane treatment in the meat industry. With a controversial history, her activist group, Direct Action Everywhere, aims to challenge animal rights laws and advocate for the abolition of slaughterhouses. Rosenberg's trial is significant as Sonoma County has a history of prosecuting animal rights activists, making the outcome crucial for the movement. Now on to sports. Last night on Monday Night Football, the Jaguars upset the Chiefs in Jacksonville, 31-28. Trevor Lawrence was 18 for 25, with 221 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 1 interception. Patrick Mahomes was 29 for 41 with 318 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown, and 1 interception. And in baseball news, the Dodgers defeated the Phillies 4-3 in Game 2, taking a commanding 2-0 series lead in the National League Division Series behind Blake Snell's 6 scoreless innings. Game 3 shifts to Dodger Stadium, where Yoshinobu Yamamoto will pitch, aiming to eliminate Philadelphia on Wednesday. Phillies manager Rob Thompson emphasized the significance of Game 2, acknowledging the stakes with his team's struggles against Snell. In local sports, the gravity of the San Francisco 49ers Week 6 showdown with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was evident when the National Football League flexed the game from a 10 o'clock Pacific time kickoff. It was further highlighted when CBS announced the broadcast teams for the week's slate. Calling this clash of 4-1 teams will be the number 1 CBS team made up of Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, according to the San Francisco Chronicle's Eric Branch. This marks the first time all season the 49ers will have a network's top broadcast team on a non-national broadcast. Their next marquee game may not be until Week 10 when they host the Rams. In top news, researchers from Purdue University are preparing to travel to the South Pacific to investigate a visual anomaly that may be the long-lost plane of famed aviator Amelia Earhart. This anomaly, known as the Turaya object, is located in a lagoon on Nikumaroro, a small island in Kiribati. Earhart disappeared on July 2, 1937, during her attempt to become the first female pilot to circumnavigate the globe. The team will conduct an inspection in November using photographs, videos, magnetometers, and sonar devices to identify the object. If confirmed, this discovery could fulfill Earhart's dream of returning her aircraft to Purdue University. In business news, Chick-fil-A just received some very good news, ranking first among 13 major competitors in drive-thru satisfaction with a 98% customer satisfaction score. Despite this, there is a paradox. Chick-fil-A has the longest drive-thru wait times, averaging 7 minutes. In comparison, Taco Bell averages just over 4 minutes. However, when accounting for traffic, Chick-fil-A's efficiency shines, clocking in at just above 2.5 minutes for a car. This suggests that customers do not mind waiting in line, as long as it keeps moving. Chick-fil-A excels in order accuracy, food quality, and friendliness. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is unchanged, at about $124,000. Ethereum is up 4% to just over 4,700. And XRP is unchanged at $2.99. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Apple Watch's blood oxygen feature returns in iOS 18.6.1 and watchOS 11.6.1. This update re-enables the feature on Series 9, Series 10, and Ultra 2 watches, but with changes. Last year, Apple made the bold decision to remove the blood oxygen feature from the Apple Watch Series 9 and Ultra 2 in the United States due to a patent dispute with Massimo. Now users will have access to the redesigned feature by updating their paired iPhone and Apple Watch. Results can be viewed in the respiratory section of the Health app, with older watches remaining unaffected. And in entertainment news, Butch Cassidy lived long after the famous gunfight in South America. We aim to correct an old Utah myth that Butch and Sundance were killed in that gunfight. We can confidently say that Butch Cassidy made it safely home to Utah a few years after that gunfight. Local families rode with Butch and Sundance before they fled to South America in 1901. It's been said a local teenager was excited to see the new Ford Model T driven by Butch in town. He was celebrated by the neighbors. When he died in 1937, friends and family buried him in an unmarked grave. Well, alrighty, folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the Irish playwright and critic, George Bernard Shaw. And he said, "Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Morning San Francisco.